purge my legions. Together we banished the ignorance of old night. But you betrayed me. You betrayed us all. You stole power from the gods and lied to your sons. Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will! So let it be war!
Well, as Warhammer continues to burn, the folks on the weirdo side of all this are celebrating like they've won some kind of major victory. And the folks on the other side of it, the more sane side, are starting to drop their subscriptions to Warhammer Plus. And I've seen rumors flying around that maybe somebody's got a hold of some leaked print files from Games Workshop for some minis. I don't know how true that is, but it's flying around out there. And no, I'm not going to post the info here. I'm not about to start doing that. But if we've learned anything from Pokemon Go this week, it's that things could always be worse. And while hobby tourists want to sit and scream their lungs out, scream their little heads off about female representation in 40K, we completely miss the point that we've got Sisters of Battle, Sisters of Silence, female Tau, female Eldar. Yvraine is female. I mean, come on, man. And then Demonettes. I think I'm forgetting something. The Guard has women in it. The Inquisition has women in it. Caiaphas Cain's girlfriend was in the Inquisition. I mean, come on, man. What was her damn name? Amberly Vale. Amberly Vale, that was her name. Point being, there has always been some kind of female representation for at least the last 10 years at 40K. Now on top of BlackRock and Vanguard and the usual Wokehammer folks, there's a rumor flying around now that Amazon was putting pressure on Games Workshop to make some changes, unnecessary changes to things that didn't need to be messed with, because we, in all honesty, had more than enough female representation, more than enough women in charge. But, you know, let's cram women off into a group that's been predominantly men forever. And I had a few people in the comments on my last video, you know, what does this hurt? Well, this is the proverbial foot in the door. How many times have we seen this happen? Comics, all comics, Star Wars, AAA gaming. Look at all of this stuff. There was always a patient zero. There was always a canary in the coal mine. That one little bit that they got in there before they just shoved theirself the rest of the way in and completely tried to take over. There was a speech that is in Day of the Dead.
Time to have done that would have been at the beginning. No, they let them overrun us. They have overrun us, you know. We're in the minority now. Something like 400,000 to 1 by my calculations.
Dr. Frankenstein said in that movie that the time to have done something about it would have been in the beginning, before everything went to shit. If, you know, the problem would have been dealt with earlier, then you wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting now. You know, which I don't believe they outnumber us. I believe that they're just loud. They're loud, and they have some of them protected status. So they're going to yell, they're going to screech, they're going to scream, and they have people on their side that are going to help them out. The problem is that some of us in these hobbies, we don't do anything. We just roll over and we take it for so damn long, and then when everything's said and done, we just leave. We don't stick around. We stop spending money. We don't say anything, and then we just leave. So the time I've been chased from franchise to franchise, man. When Star Wars finally burned, I came to Warhammer. And I'm not going to be chased from another one. It's not happening. I'm not going to take this. And I don't believe any of the rest of the people in the fandom should either. I think everybody should stand up, stop spending your money. And that's the hard thing. There's so many people that are going to keep buying. So many. If everybody would just, that had an issue with this, would withhold their money all at once. And I mean, maybe for a couple of weeks, folks will, and in game workshop will put something out that you want. There's going to be a new kit, new something. They're going to stick it out there. They're going to dangle it. They know somebody's going to break. And that's the issue, man. Everybody ain't strong enough to resist. If everybody stood up, everybody stopped as one, stood up, voiced your complaints constantly. You got to keep it going. You can't just stop, because they don't stop. Every day they're out there screaming. Every single day. Female Space Marines. Give me this. Give me that. I want it. I want it. I want it. It's mine. Well, we got to be we got to come back just as hard as they do, if not harder. In summary, there have always been women in Warhammer, at least for the last 10 years. People ain't happy with just that. They want to invade the male-only areas. They don't really care about representation. It's just taking something from somebody else. If you want a quick resolution to this, there's not going to be one. You're going to have to withhold some money for a long period of time, for at least a year. Stop buying for at least a year. If you can do that, maybe they stop this. If not, hey, at least we can say we tried. All right, I'm out. Thanks for watching.